No. Pataba has a very good point. He has a very good point. Very, very, very good point. But you see, the way I go into now, most of the time, Charlie PR here, we crying on.
They say initial on no,
so
PR, no.
Yes, even they can even issue a statement.
Has the brand not grown to a certain point? You think that baby, I would do it or say you need PR money in you?
No, brand you don't need. Your brand doesn't need to grow huge before you get a PR. Who started career now as an upcoming artist now? You need a PR because Kasani be want to me. Charlie, emotions when emotions set in, and then when you're careful, you don't control your emotions. Now my emotions need control. This is how you go about things.
Yeah, uncle, our Marcini and Chris Chomana in Kokasa. Chris Boko, the Eminia.
Boko, Jijam.
Mr. Chomana. Okay, Chris, as I'm no only more fine. Okay. Can Patapaa be blamed in all of this? Can artists now or more liken and our more Patapaa Dino to sort of denigrate it, you know? Can they also be blamed? Because they have been even say the way I oton Sani Ebeto. Who is to blame in all of this?
Well, Baka woda ka kuma message on abodi on common na me team na abodi on common.
Chris, Chris, ni amene say
open you make up the planet you want common.
I would say Chris, say open sound common bi dia. Just oba studio ha.
This oba ha.
Right. Yeah. Okay, Yanko.
Well, also to an extent you can blame me on my Patapaa attack you minimum or to a larger extent because almost soon I said you're my annual and on yeah kind of from a holistic point of view.
Right.
But for Patapaa to go after Sarkodie and quite strongly, which I said Shatawale Kao Amrado Munina Kao, even Kwame Eugene in the past, Patapaa Kwame Eugene Kwanswenya. It should be some Patapaa release this song in Nanyade. But I say on only focus me now or Sarkodie, which you better buy and also you better delve deeper into that. But actually holistically they are not being fair to Patapaa. And say Patapaa expressing the whole saying so he has every right to do that because a lot goes into building a brand. Wow. If you know if me I can say Patapaa brand now or building or building a ragged brand, a dirty brand, and as a brand be a comic brand. And it's not for making references, but then we all know to say your brand being so common and we say and also a different brand and also still it finds itself in that text or ragged bracket. But can't want no one can hear. Brand and Ankasanin at the fans crampono, it will also come at you. I don't want to mention it because the focus is on Patapaa. If you know, say, oh, the now brand and I say, and you know that they are. Why then do you have to also touch on mine?
Okay, so, I mean, when it comes to Sani Manema, I mean, Kasamu and communication and all of that, no, there's always a reference point. Let us discuss this dispassionately. Patapaa brand, no, yeah, it's a brand, but what kind of specifically? What kind of brand and a Patapaa fee ne brand na ne carrier na shasia no brand the band wa build up to this point.
Well, also Patapaa after offer one corner no break it for you know. Oh, also our the name say betimi put in post on no on the channel bia on also there which it doesn't really fall into the mainstream genre. And to him no he has his target audience. I say on also reach out to. So and what you on Patapaa the Crampona, Debiano or Kase, he is one of the biggest artists or one of the artists who have the biggest song out of this country. Into deep down in him, he knows globally Crampono he's been able to put Ghana on the map. We may look at him as not a serious brand, but is he in showbiz? In showbiz, you know, Obiari selling and for him, no. Whichever way we outside are trying to project him to be, he doesn't see himself aside. Because if you listen to Patapaa, the stance crumple or how people rubbish one corner, and also insist Brown or prayer underground chairs and one corner a money breakthrough no. Obia 3 man can't say one corner rubbish. And me have listened to Patapa has a song with Stoneboy. Very beautiful song that I say. Osha Patapa, if he decides to also switch to more high life Crampona, he will be able to make some impact. And then now the brand in Ankasanso, that is just on the agenda page. The brand in Ankasanso, yes, he stands out. That's all I can say. He stands out. He's one of the brands we have here, and to him, he's projecting a brand. We may see it differently. Chris.
Okay, Christian. Oh, try say over massage asem, but me push you kakra. Okay, ye nim say brand be unique. So if you tell me say brand be Patapa brand, it's unique. It is normal. Normal, mommy. When you tell me sana, unfair no we ame. Ni ame pisa me bisa on say specifically, even though Patapa brand no unique no, it is what kind of brand? See about Patapa dia, and then about him.
Your book Patapa dia. Wow. The first that comes to mind is he's a musician. Yes, and he does music which I may not really like, but he is a musician. And a person say yeah in WD car. It's I have to say they are US, yes. Or the main side to this example, US, they do want the brand. Osha the Cash 69, so almost want the brand. Second, and I say if you get Soldier Boy or the brand. Soldier Boy, if you send you any brand, you know, 30. Kanye West Crampo and feature on the album, so Crampo, no, look at the way he came out. Who said he was all over the place. At the end of the day, you know, you can't disrespect Soldier Boy's brand, because no matter how dirty it is, you know, that is how he also wants to protect his brand. Look at the brand like Kanye. Then a Kanye in front of him, and but at the end of the day, you know, so Kanye is a music brand. So me, whichever way you want us to look at it, you know, he is a music brand, and then we just have to respect the fact that it's a music brand.
Okay, a music brand, but yeah, then again, you bet me I can say, or some kind of street kind of feel to the brand, some kind of rugged BB to the brand, some kind of not too serious BB to the brand. Would you agree with me on that?
Well, I didn't want to mention it, but
let us not talk about any other person. Let's analyze it. Patapa brand ni yansana yabe the way a man for using no, because you see, initially because be a year there's a reference point. 70% me share music industry num na me share obia ne brand ne corporator. I know where I'm going. Me pe obi or command the streeter. Say you know there's a big competition on that. I know where I'm going. I know the options that are available to me. Me pe obi or no so no baby, you know, in that funny place. Oh, in that baby I say you're too serious. I know which artist to go to. So what I say. Brand beyond in the position, brand beyond near or represented. If say rapper be kasem na ope reference point be na oshana or brand no. I don't know how wrong it is or how good it is, but if it resonates with all brand and not all brand in India, is it necessarily a bad thing, Anna?
Okay. Martin, I'm sure that answer quite more. Well, Patapa is a comic brand. That is how I want to put it. Is this a comic brand? Or you know, as a comic brand, you know,
right. And then you can also add up. You can also add up the entire wapeki on Sako there.
Yes. Okay. Well, send me you see one name. And all of them only say Patapa is just overreacting because Obian is Patapa a comic brand. I know we can't be as a new fully component. There's that part of the brand now. It stands for that. Oh, you know, say Obi can't send you one new mona say for the Batan one. Me who say and share that near so much of a big deal. But maybe from where he sits to, but he doesn't know how to also react to some of these things.
Can we not blame that on how he has positioned Onone brand, Nana?
Well, we can't blame him that much because he's not here to impress anyone. He's here to sell himself. And if he never dare to say, brands, a legal entity. Wow. If you know, what my main fan quite say, would they the German slash say?
Yeah.
So what trademarking slash a legal entity. The German slash the legal entity.
Right.
So me when I come after Udina, you can take me on. When I come after Udina Mambani, you can take me on.
Definitely.
So then again, it depends on how I come after your name or how I attack you.
Right.
Well,
right.
So no patapano crampono. All this one no on presenting who you are fine. And only your opinions are best share, but who you see our brand and then when you see here, he can take you on.
Okay. Right.
But then in this case, he can't take them on because they didn't use it in any bad taste. Onuna all misinterpreting any man's
Dating our kind of side because he seems very upset with it. Ama what Tresa Kodia yidin yina bambi.
Oh, I know that he's just acting. Maybe only say acting or acting. Then he needs to slow down because the first say Ubuafunism say say baby dear. One check at the end of the day no crampo, no crampo, no aqua nipa boni in the whole process. Because say you narrow it down to Sakodi and Sakodi kind.
But why would he if as it were? I mean, pick on Sakodi. Meanwhile, no other guys is where you see the in same light.
Yes, also Sakodi and Shatawali Crampuna or Hitium more. And Ocean so I'm rather dear and say on it will be beef for no a better trigger. Patapan same way in ano. But the same with more of the attention or Sakodi should because Sakodi at the end there is a clear evidence. I'll be able to video packet the whole discussion. No, so Shatawali DNA was a tweet. I think Samini or Puno Dimo Yapuno was coming after Shatawali, and then Shatawali was like, say, or Pubino on an bifia, Uncle Bifi with Pasapa.
Right.
Oh, you know, I say one of these things you're tweeting it, I didn't know. It doesn't carry so much weight. But Sakodi at the end there, when you want no crampono, YouTube near Dina. Now, me crampono, honestly, me do every crampono, me I feel say, if you can YP Nankasana, and you nearly Diana Sakodi Rapi also no crampo, might even be behind that because now people are looking for the song. So even if they are not behind that, then they should even take advantage of that. And they should see Patapa now say, we throw more light on that. Emma views name also because Sakodi at the end of Kawanyumu.
Yes.
And on Kawanyumu, so no. No, the problem is about the war with Patapa here. Senia or no one better to me say anything, say Sakodi Crampuno.
Right.
Akasanenim.
Right.
Sa now for the exchange of old channel and Sababe Sanema win now.
Right.
And Emma may struggle to understand Patapa honestly.
Right. Okay. What are the things that you raise is about Patapa and his PR and all that? Zula, as I just said, I mean, in all of this, nonka PR ejuma when you say Patapa and a bit and disrespect you be a kasakasa all over the place. Yes, I know effect benefit to me a bit to me and Patapa brand no so I mean against the background set. I mean, on one brand no has its own issues.
It is a seminar on my brand and effect Benevina.
The way or handle the whole issue. No?
Okay, send all handle any day. Well, first of all, no, he's in the news. The only thing is now. He radio so I did time be break the Patapa one day. And in show business so there it's all about talkability most of the time. Say a bit of it me try take advantage of Kasa buys, you know, honum na certain Azola kan krampo no me so me ne agi mo say earlier PR strategies no krampo no oman think through it well no mo ba out there kata probably they should take advantage of that and yes answer and then after Monday Wednesday now no say bibia so dey try and Patapano will go back to the Patapa with none.
Now say Captain Planet I there.
We don't estimate you. Now you guys are making a very brilliant and a line of questions. Not many jump.
Right.
Now, some Bemu ever can say Kwame Eugene and Keche. Kwame Eugene Keche, Kwame Eugene dominate, even though we are singers, because Minister Zola pointed as a rapper there, who feature a singer there is higher probability to be over. But Kwame Eugene Keche, Kwame Eugene ever dominate here. Answer now, there has been some number of collaborations and in Kwame Eugene ever dominating. Onaga saw that dominating delivery now, the Odene Banyu Muswa. No one should hear on say obey over. But to say Zola Sanchez say rapper no to punchy versus be over there and as the line be over there and also bit media over. Which about Lucky and then Rude Boy.
Yes. I
would even also hit on direct comparison say even Sako de Kwame Eugene on Happy Day.
Right.
Happy Day say there's a Sako de Pepe.
Right.
Kwame Eugene delivered but at the end of the day no Sako de so you know Captain Planet answered them the most stronger. Captain Planet was first verse and then second verse now which ideally is an economy. But we say you say Captain Planet style and Casansona Siciano. Yenti said and catch up. Because there will be to say Kwame Eugene, or dominate you or beat so no. Say, oh Bema, you need to be very strategic. Ochame Kwame there boy say, Ochame Kwame somehow was very strategic. It do you know, Ochame Kwame didn't rap hard. It do like Kwame no so nice on you know to the DH. And yes I there over.
Right, Chris Chawana yada siminia. Yeah, still me yeah share him yeah ni eti fu nyina hwe him say obese am join here. Sure. Right, it's yada see your friend wa so.
Okay, let's do that.
We have 3 minutes after 587.5 FM. Zola.
Chris, our patapadi. Slash. Our patapa the word branding I think say now you finding difficult to get it, but you see brand whether dirty or clean a brand.
Right.
Brand should be something that will be you can be identified with,
right,
whether clean or dirty.
Right.
In Japan, a brand and then argue